The protector of the shield has spoken. We will not be in Vegas, but the NFL draft will go on as scheduled, says Roger Goodell. Brent Martineau and Dan Hicken with the scheduled edition of Action Sports Jax Prime Time. Good evening, everybody. Less than a month away until the rebuild continues with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And take a good look, because I think we've got it narrowed down a little bit. It's a good bet. One of these cats will become Jaguars. The big lean these days would be defensive tackle. And there may be a chance the team could have their pick between Auburn's Derek Brown and South Carolina's Javon Kinlaw.
That one is handed off to Hyde, and he makes a big gain out of it. Carlos Hyde is in the clear.
Teams ran wild all over the Jags one season ago. In fact, the franchise worst 4 different teams rushed for more than 200-plus yards against this once proud defense in 2019.
As we take a look at the bank, those dominating rushing games led to flat-out embarrassing performances by the Jags. Rushing yards equaled lots of points, which equaled lots of losses in 2019.
All blowout losses by the Jags. Remember the Carolina game? They told us it was bad fits.
Bad fits.
McCaffrey ran wild. Jags lose, even though the offense played well.
Then it was off to London. It wasn't so much Deshaun Watson, but as we showed you, Carlos Hyde, his 160 yards. Texans trounced the Jags 26-3.
Marlon Mack and Indy went for 264 against the Jags. Beat Jacksonville by 20, 33-13. 2 guys ran for 100.
And then, Henry, one more time. Tennessee scored 42 after the Titans rushed for 219 yards, which tells us the Jags will be hard-pressed to pass up on Derek Brown if he's available at number 9.
The Jacksonville Jaguars select
Derek Brown scoops it for Auburn. The big fella.
There are only so many talented big men who play football. Auburn's Derek Brown fits the bill. At 6'5", 326 pounds, he has the athletic skills of a dancing bear on the football field.
It's a big man, Rich. 5'11". You'll take that.
This sentence alone should excite the Jags. Brown's snap quickness allows him to muddy the running lanes by resetting the line of scrimmage. He'd be tough to pass on if Carolina or Arizona let him go at 7 or 8.
He is a big man. There's more than one SEC defensive big man available in the draft. The other very highly thought of is Javon Kinlaw of South Carolina. These guys are 2 different guys, Dan. Kinlaw explosive and a little bit more raw than Auburn's Derek Brown. Kinlaw has been kind of in that 12 to 20 mix. A lot of people thought, can he slip all the way down to 20? Well, now there's a lot of folks saying they might have to jump to get him at number 9.
Yeah, Brown wasn't great at the combine. He's good, and he's a great, but don't overthink it. You know, he's an outstanding football player. They're both huge guys, right? Both gigantic. I was looking at their sizes, and as far as all the defensive tackles, there's only like one guy even bigger than the both of them. So I don't think you can go wrong. I think whichever one is there at 9 would be a great pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars have so many needs, though, Brent. They can pick just about anybody and be okay with it, but you cannot let teams rush for 200-plus yards week after week, as we chronicled. Otherwise, you're going to lose.
And one more note about this, too. Jags did fill some of those voids on the defensive front in free agency with kind of B to C level guys. They still need some studs. I mean, we're trying to replace Marcel Darius and Calais Campbell. And so they hope one of these 2 guys. And one more thing. There's a big drop-off between Brown, Kinlaw, and then the rest on the defensive front.
Texas A&M kid, Matt Abuike, well, he'd be there at like 42. Listen, the other thing about the Jags, we all know this, they're taking a corner with one of those top 3 picks, right? So if Okudah falls to them, they're going to jump on Okudah at 9. But nobody thinks he's going to fall, but nobody thought Allen would fall a year ago. So if he falls, they'll take him at number 9. Henderson probably won't be there at 20. So I would suspect that then they would take that corner at 42.
Yeah, they could. There's some depth at corner. You can find a diamond in the rough.
Action Sports Jax Prime Time, Saturday at 10:30 on Fox 30.